Oh, we've got a twitch already. We've literally just put this rod in, just a little maggot feeder. First time I've ever fished this particular place. Slight bit of a lie actually, on the opposite end of the lake. I did a bit of perch fishing on there once. This is proper twitching if you can see that quiver tip. Oh, yep. Oh, well, that was a massive fail, wasn't it? Join me on this grey, miserable Tuesday, and honestly, I'm really only here to use up some leftover maggots from a previous fishing session. The plan was pretty simple: catch a few silvers, keep the rod tip moving, and try and get home before I freeze. Even though the day doesn't look that bad on this clip, trust me, it gets worse. I would advise watching this video until the end because there are a few surprises coming up, and to be honest, I ended up dusting off some old carp gear that's not been used in 15 years, but yeah, let's get right on into the video. Hope you all enjoy. Not really sure of what fish or what size of fish are in the area either. As you can see, it's not only absolutely freezing today, but it's absolutely throwing it down as well, which just makes it even better, doesn't it? Heard stories of the fish that people have caught out of here. Nothing too crazy, unfortunately. I think the biggest carp I've ever heard of out of here, which is not really what we're aiming for today. We're aiming more for the silvers and the bream. But yeah, I think the biggest carp I've heard out of here is probably around 14, 15 pounds. So you never know, we could get lucky. This weather is absolutely grim though, isn't it? Let's see if we can get a nice quick twitch on this feeder tip again, because for the first cast of the day, not putting any bait in until now, that's a pretty good sign, especially when I've not fished here before. Seen a fair few fish swimming around in the peg, in all fairness. Quite a lot of snags here as well. We've got a big metal pole sticking out of the water just over there. I can imagine that's going to be a nightmare if we hook into a decent carp. But like I say, it's not really the species for today. Oh, there we go. Tip was going then. Let's tighten her up a bit more. There we go. I reckon this is a little fish. I think I might need to change the hook size and hook link, if I'm going to be honest. We'll see. I do have the Carp Rod in the van though, so I could always go and grab the bite alarm and the big Carp Rod. And I've got some new boilies and glug and some wafters that I've bought because I want to try and do a bit of bigger carp fishing, just to mix it up a little bit on the channel. So could always go and grab them and chuck it out by that fountain that's not on potentially. We'll see. Not sure. Oh, that's a nice carp. Nice carp's just topped over there. I've got a feeling they might be spawning down in this area because we've got a lot of reeds and lilies and I can see a lot of surface activity. So to be honest, that bite before may have been a line bite because I can see a fair few carp mooching around in this bit of shallow, which is strange because a lot of people said there's pretty much no carp in here, but I must have seen about 8 when I first pulled up to this peg. Pretty high in the water. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. That's a shoal of pretty decent carp. They must have been low end of doubles, just heading towards where my feeder is currently. This is where we just need it to rip off. I am tempted to go and grab them boilies and the Carp Rod now though. Maybe the next time I bring it in, if it's not raining when we rebait, I'll go and grab the Carp Rod. Maybe chuck it out somewhere over there. There's a big carp just underneath where, can you see it? It's not massive, probably about 4 or 5 pounds. Just underneath my rod tip. It's probably going to give me a line bite in just a second. Really should have put the polarized lens on today. I hope you guys can see that. I am tempted to go and grab that Carp Rod now though. So today guys, we're going to be using these mainline baits, Essential Cell 18mm wafters. I'm pretty sure we just had a drop off on the feeder. One moment. But anyway, we're going to be using these today, and I've also got the 15mm sinking boilies to go with it for feed over the top. And we've also got the glug as well. Let's see if we can get some bait out over that Carp Rod. So like I say guys, I've also bought a big bag of their 15mm to feed. We've got the glug as well, but Probably not going to use that today. Apparently carp find these irresistible, so we shall see. I what, 6 boilies here? We crush a couple of them. Just hammer the rest in over the top. Right, now the rain's back. Brolly's got to go back up. This hail and rain is absolutely mental. You can probably hear it. What the hell, guys? I'm just hoping we don't get any lightning because I'm sat under here under an umbrella that I'm basically holding on to keep it in the ground. It's really not ideal. Watch me have to get up and strike that carp rod in this absolutely horrible weather. That's what's been around with our bait. What did I say? Gudgeon. Didn't even know there were gudgeon in here. Not caught a gudgeon since I was about 3 years old. There you go. We haven't blanked. No. Hi guys, it looks like an amazing day today, but it's really not. It's literally just in between rain and hail. But we're here today down at Kodak on the fountain pond. We've got one carp rod in over here, which is a bit different for me. And then I've got a little feeder rod in down here on the maggot feeder. So far we've had nothing but a gudgeon. Only had about 3 casts. Keep getting caught out by this weather, but see what the rest of the day brings. The carp just down there underneath the, can you see it? Next to the quiver tip, there's 2. There's a whole shoal of carp down there. Maybe the carp rod should go down there, but there's a whole shoal of small carp here. They're coming into the shallow water when the sun's out. Tempted to move the carp rod further, maybe just down here in front of that pole rather than a bit further out. Even though I've got a feeling that they're probably using these reeds here to spawn potentially. So they might not be interested in feeding. Might bring everything and swap it around before this rain comes again. I've had no twitches on the feeder for a good 5 minutes, so time to bring that in anyway, I think. Let's get some bait in over that new carp location. Let's go for a couple crushed. The rest whole. Big carp just swam straight into those reeds over there, which is where my carp rod currently is. There we go. Another gudgeon. Oh. Oh. Got some beeps on the carp rod. The line's moving as well slightly. Watch us catch a gudgeon on a size 6. On an 18mm boilie. I can see knocking around in the reeds right next to where it is. It was at this particular moment when I thought, let's do a rig check. So I decided to dip it into the shallow water in front of me just to see how that wafter was popping up. And I wasn't overall happy with the presentation. So what I decided to do is whip out a bit of tungsten putty and just roll a little bit on just before the hook. And I retested it, it looked amazing, in it went. Oh my god, we're in. This is the first carp I've had on this rod in about 15 years. Oh my god. Oh my god, and it's come in the bloody rain from right under the rod tip. Wow. Let's keep it away from this pole. Oh wow. What a beauty. What a beauty. Come on. Oh, yes. I was just texting my girlfriend to say all I've caught is 2 gudgeon. Wow. Absolutely buzzing. You might have to stay there for a minute though, bro. Let me get the mat. Battery's about to run out on the camera as well, of course. Oh. Wow. What a beauty. What a beauty. There we go. Let's let him rest off a second. I was literally caught from underneath the rod tip. There we go. Beautiful. Let's get a wade. We'll take the weight of the net off afterwards. 8.75. Beauty. There she is. Just caught my first carp on that big carp rod of mine in probably like 15 years. From pretty much right underneath the rod tip as well. And I was using those 18mm mainline essential cell boilies whilst feeding the others over the top. There's a lot more action going on down there as well at the moment, so I think I'm going to get the bait changed, get some more bait out there. Tell you what, it's a steep learning curve making these YouTube videos. Changed the battery on my camera, forgot to reconnect the mic, and the rest of the audio is not so great from here on out. It's usable, I've done what I can with it, so you'll just have to bear with us, but there's only a few more minutes left of the video. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around because there's still another surprise around the corner. These guys. Wow, what a screamer that was. He's gone straight into them reeds. Whoa, that's a bigger fish. That is a much bigger fish. Either that or he's caught up. Please don't be caught up in those reeds, guys. Oh, God. Come on. That was literally, guys, this has literally been about 4-5 minutes since this was recast. Just, wow. This has turned out to be a red letter day. Oh, nice. Oh, I think this is heavier than last. I think this might be a, yeah. She chunky. She chunky. Just up there in the lip. And there we go. Another one. Let's get a wade. So guys, she literally weighs 0.2 of a pound less than the last one, so just over 7 pounds. Let's get a shot of put in a bag. She's absolutely raring to go. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Go on. Nice. Honestly guys, I think I need to take a couple minutes after that. Whilst this rain passes. I'm absolutely knackered. 5 minutes, 2 of them from right underneath the rod tip. Both over 7 pounds. I've only ever caught 1 carp on that big carp rod of mine that I've had since I think my stepdad gave me that rod when I was 13. I caught my PV 16.2 on it when I was 15, I think it was. And then it's gone away in a cupboard until about 2 weeks ago, and just decided to bring it back out for its debut and caught 2 fish on it straight away. Absolutely got smacked. What a day. And that's where I packed up for the day. Thank you very much for watching yet again, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.